Welcome to the Dabacchouse podcast. What's the deal, man? Y'all here with the Backhouse, man. Backhouse podcast. I got my man's Macshotit, That's our host for today.
Yes, indeed. How y'all doing?
That's my right here, We're finna get this thing started. So, what's the deal, man? How you been?
So far, so good, bro. It's going. It's going. I can't complain, bro, because low-key feel overwhelmed with everything that's going on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it a day at a time.
Right. I see you got the Macshotit shirt on. Where did that come from?
Man, to be honest, this shirt I was actually just doing just to be like when I go to events and stuff and do the photography and whatnot. I was just like, I just want to be able to like brand myself. And
right.
When I started that, and I started wearing that, I had a cousin, Portia for short. That's my dog.
Shout out.
She wanted to buy one. She wanted to purchase one. I was just like, yeah, these ain't for sale.
These the person.
Yeah, this is not for sale. But the fact that she started something, I was just like, dang, people just want to, because all they had was just the Macshotit and the booking information in the back. But I'm
right.
Like, all right, so I'm gonna wear it. But she was like, no, and I was just like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna rock with it. Let's make it happen, and I'm gonna start doing it. Yeah, I'm like, if everybody else want to buy it, then it is what it is. And she was the first person that put me on that, and I was like, all right, let's get it.
Yeah, because you don't know how many people look for photographers and all of that,
Right.
And just by seeing people with that shirt on, because to be honest, it came out of nowhere for me. I mean, I knew you was doing the photography and everything, but once I seen the shirts, I was like, oh, so he doing something, different.
Right.
That's crazy. Because knowing you always doing something different. That's one thing I notice about you. You always doing something different. You don't never stay doing the same thing. That's what's up. So how do you manage that though? Like doing multiple things at one time.
It just come from you got a creative mindset, bro, and you actually tap into that. You're going to have days where you can't sleep because you're thinking about so much stuff. So instead of me actually just trying to memorize everything and then go to sleep and wake up and think I'm going to have the same. No, I put everything in my notes, and it's just that's the stuff I actually want to work on. So it's going to be days where I can't really you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't really think, but I can go to the notes and be like, oh yeah, that's what I was going to start on. And this kind of third, you feel me? And I don't try to be the first to do a whole lot of stuff. I just, whatever I'm comfortable with and whatever I want to work on, I'm going to work on it. I don't care who did it.
And that's where a lot of people mess up at. The fact that they're not the first to do a lot of things, because that will, crush your motivation, because it's like somebody else is doing it. So now you become competition, or now I got to do better than you. When it's just do what you do. Do you, and you will go far, because you may be doing something that the next person is not doing. You got
to think about it. As an aspect of Kobe wasn't the first person to ever play in the NBA.
Yep.
Think about how many players came up in the game before him, and he still was able to, you know what I'm saying,
right,
make his own mark. So that's how I be feeling. I'm like, I might not be the first person to be in here, but I could, you know what I'm saying, set the bar higher.
And that's crazy that you say that you brought that Kobe aspect up, because when a lot of people say, he copied Michael Jordan, he did this, Michael Jordan did that first, but I feel like with Kobe, he just took Michael Jordan's moves and took them to a whole nother level.
You got your own style, bro. Everybody got their own style. You can do your own thing, bro, but it's just at the end of the day, we comparing people, that's great. You always gonna hear the comparison, Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe. You're taking three great people, bro, that, you know what I'm saying, they molded the game to them.
Right.
So it's just we comparing them, but you got to think about how many other players that's just right under them. You
under,
got a whole league under you for real. So it's just that's why real. I don't really care. I'm like, bro, you got three people that you gonna have people that's gonna wear the Jordans, Kobe's, and the Bronze. You got people wearing their jerseys. You feel me? So it's just like they got a legacy. We comparing people that got legacies versus the people that you got the regular players that you know what I'm saying.
That's really out there, really doing something.
Yeah,
no, most definitely. So, because I do feel like I'm not gonna say Kevin. See, because I'm a big Kevin Durant fan, and I feel like he's underrated. Okay, so you just said you don't want to get into that, so we ain't gonna get into that because honestly, I feel like Kevin Durant is better than LV.
If you get into that, just if you into sports and stuff like that, and I feel like if you cater to a person and you feel like a person is like your favorite player, you just shape that into your life, and that's how I feel. So it's like, what do you take from that person to apply? Like, if you ain't
apply
a person to like trying to get into the NBA, like how are you implying like the person that you look up to into like the life and then the stuff you got going on? Right,
and even if you, like you said, even if you're a photographer or whatever the case is, you can still apply Kobe to your life. Yeah,
that's
no,
a fact.
Definitely.
That's a fact.
So how did you get started with what you're doing, the Shot It and everything?
So I got started. I actually was playing ball at Compton, and I thought that was like Compton College. So I thought that was really gonna be the move because at that time I really tapped into actually hooping. I would take it seriously, and I really was just like, man, this is it. Like, I'm gonna really do it. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
I'm gonna put my all in.
Yeah. Now this time around, I'm really gonna do it because in high school I didn't play ball like that. I really didn't.
Oh, really?
Like, no.
That's crazy.
My last year I played at Jordan, and it was so many elite ballers. It was just fun to be on the team. We clowning around and all that. It was just more so. It was just funny. But City was before me. But I'm there with like Frank Nitty and all that other stuff. Like, you feel me, Speedo, like and Speedo. And them, they was like the funniest people. That was at that time, bro. That was like the best team I ever played for because it was just like you blowing people out. But you still clown like I'm sitting there.
The experience.
Yeah, you feel me? We shooting and you know in our league, bro, you gonna blow people out by like 30 or 40. You waiting to like playoffs where you start playing niggas or tournaments where you really start playing other niggas. You feel me? But other than that, you in league, you playing against like Southgate, Southeast. You over there like we about to play early. Like, we play early today. Yeah. And they don't get, and then you got the starters that don't even get tired. They out there just dogging. We just sitting there like, oh, I bet you can't do it. Back door. It was just fun, but I didn't really take it. No, I didn't. I didn't take it serious. I was just like, all right, cool. This is just something to do and walk around school. But
before you even, I'm sorry to cut you off. When y'all played, oh wait, no, you talking about high school. My fault.
So that was fun. High school was fun, but I didn't take it serious. Got to college, I really took it serious. I played like a whole season, this time and third. So when I went back my second year, I got hurt early in the season, like probably like the fourth or fifth game, bro. And I was just like, all right, I'll be back. And I ended up finding out I had a bone fracture. So it's just like, they're like, so we can put the screws in your leg and you can be back by like around like mid-season and all that. I'm like, I'm not about to have no screws in my leg.
Right. What the fuck?
Because when they get, I already heard about it. Like when they get cold and all that stuff, like it's a wrap. So I sat back. I literally was down for like 2 months, bro. And I'm sitting there in a room, like messed up and then crying some days because it's like the thing I work for the most, it's done. I can't do nothing about it. Like I can't do nothing else. Like, so my sister came back there and was just like, you got to get up. And I remember the first thing we did was went to the Citadel outlet. She was like, let's just go to the outlet, this and the third. And then she helped me, like, we just got some kicks or whatever. I'm sitting there chilling. She's like, man, like, the world's still going to go on. I don't care how you be in that dark room and all that. Like, the world's still going on. You got to find another hobby. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, the chick at the time I was dealing with, like, in a relationship with, was just like, you know what? Like, we got to get this together.
Figure it out. Yeah, like, we got to do something, nigga.
I'm going to work. So, what you want to do?
What you doing today?
I remember going to get a camera. We ended up going to get a camera. My mama used to take cameras, the Kodak, you know, you wind it up and all that.
Right.
You couldn't even see the picture after you took it. You had to wait till you develop it. Like, my finger was in the way the whole time. Yeah. You didn't block the flash the whole time. You got 30 dark pictures now because you can't see. You done wasted a whole set of film, like, for real. But that's how. And then once she got the camera for me, it started slow, but it was just something for me to look forward to. Like it was just, it is what it is. So that's when I was just like, all right, cool. Like I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that for real.
Sensitive that? No, I'm fucking with you. My fault. I hit the button on accident.
This is him. This is what he do.
I'm just trying to get it right.
He gonna do a whole lot of nothing. He gonna make noise. He gonna hit the mic a few times, and he know how sensitive the mics is. But he gonna keep moving because he can't keep his stuff together.
I'm trying to get the
right.
Shut your ass. But nah. So okay. So y'all bought the camera.
So I think I know that injury is actually what made me actually get into another hobby, and then with her buying the camera, it was just like, nigga, you got to like find something. Even if you don't like this, I'm giving you something else to look forward to, type of thing.
Damn, that's dope, bro.
Right.
That's crazy because you probably never seen yourself doing that
at all. Yeah. When I look back at stuff, I'm like, you couldn't. When I'm at practice and going to school and all that, you couldn't tell me I was gonna pick up a camera and be on the other end taking pictures.
Right, taking pictures of the homies because I want to be out there hooping. That's gonna be me out there hooping.
Yeah,
but you never think like, damn, I'm gonna get injured and I'm gonna get a camera.
You don't
and
think about that, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. And then what's even more crazy is that your pictures is legit. They're not just regular pictures where you tell somebody that I do this. You're right. Somebody like nigga, I really do this, and they got their thumb like you said on the camera and shit. Your shit is actually dope. Like it's legit. So that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's crazy. The hardest thing for me to do, and that's why I really ain't tapped into it all the way, was sports photography because it's like I can do it here and there, but at like me starting off now, it's just like I still miss it. So it's just like, damn, like you feel me? Like I can see certain moments I'm like, bro, like that. I mean, you feel me? Like it's tough to deal with. You see that shit and you be like, oh shit, it's super.
And you be like, I really took that picture.
Like, and it's like I can take the picture, but like it was hard in the beginning because it was like I'd rather be in the moment. Mm-hmm. Being on the other side of the camera, like actually being on the floor hooping and all that stuff versus being a person to take the picture.
That's most definite. Like I said, you as because I played football before I played basketball, and I was actually nice at football. I was fast when I was in middle school. Like people used to come to
I'm gonna tell them one thing. Look, if you say you're nice in football or any sport, and the first thing you say, if it ain't track, you say you fast.
Bro, I promise you, bro. Like I promise you, nice. I can have.
I know the fastest people that play sports that never got to play in the game.
What I'm saying is, I played football and I was nice at football. Like when the ball touched my hand, there was no way I wasn't catching that motherfucker. That's for sure. But then once I start dribbling the basketball, I feel it. I hate this nigga. Once I start playing basketball. Once I started playing basketball, I thought football would have been my journey, but basketball was actually,
you don't know. You
never know.
And the cool thing about it, you didn't even think you would be doing podcasts. Like you wouldn't even think you'd been doing this when you first. That's the cool thing about it, bro.
I don't know if you remember when you told me to come and play at Compton. Do you remember when that first time I came and played? I think who was it? It was one big nigga hit me in the eye, and I never came back because. Low key, at that point in time, niggas was choke slamming niggas. Like, it wasn't just regular hoops. What was it?
No, coach? So for people that don't know, when you was at Compton College, you was trying to make the team, you actually thought you was trying out for WWE. Like MMA, like niggas was out there like it was because it was people that just was fresh out of jail. Niggas was out there really like
old school. But see, people that don't know old school basketball ain't gonna be able to take that kind of contact.
No,
and I'm not gonna lie. Once I went out there and people was really choke slamming people, you would get elbowed to the head. And now I'm to that point to where it's like if you elbow me in the head,
a lot of stuff you don't even face.
It'll be like, this hoops, bro. This basketball. But when I first went to college. I had to realize these are grown men you playing with.
You playing with people that's like, to be honest, you get out of high school at 18, you go to college that following year. And I was, me and my little brother, like we was like some of the youngest on the team. We wasn't the youngest, but we was something. And I went when I was like 20 years old. I was like 20 years old when I went.
Right.
it's people on the team literally like 36.
Bro,
Families and all that stuff. So their whole agenda is just like, bro, I'm getting this for my like I'm just doing this.
Kid,
and we just doing it because it's something to do. You feel me? But it's like it really mows you though, for real.
So how has the Macshotit business been treating you? Like since the pandemic, how's it been going? Has it slowed down, speeded up?
Actually, with the pandemic and all that, my business is like took over like 3 times over because more people now. You can't. A lot of people are not able to go out and have fun or go to these clubs and this, that, and the third. So the least thing they want to do is like, I gotta at least have a photo shoot.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like,
for real.
Let me do this photo shoot at least, or it's like, are you doing these type of pictures, this and the third, or are you still working this and the third? Like, oh yeah, I'm getting busy. Like, this is the only way I'm getting paid. So I'm like,
they said bills still got to be paid.
Exactly.
So shit,
like,
I'm still working.
Are you still working? Like, I still got stuff to pay. Yeah, I do.
Do you still got?
So it really took it. To be honest, as far as growth, this is the best year I had. You feel me? Because I didn't collab with a lot of people that like I really wanted to collab with. And it's just like out here, it's like the collaboration. Like it's so many, everybody that do everything. So the fact I'm actually able to like reach out to these people and they responding like, I'm gonna work with you. Like I've been watching you this and the third. Like I'm really
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm just like, dang, bro. Like you really want, like you feel me? I done hit quite a few people up that do photography or people that I looked up to when I was coming up. Like, and it's just like, when you've been left on scene, it's just like, dang, bro, like, I ain't even worth the reply, you feel me? So you start questioning yourself, like...
Start questioning your work.
I know you done went to the page and seen it, it's like, in due time. I had people like...
In due time.
You know what I'm saying? People are going to tell you, like, when you ready, like, just let me know. And it's just like, I'm feeling like I'm ready, but now, it's like, the level I'm at now, like, I hit up probably 5 people that I actually really was just like, damn, your work is dope, bro, this and the third. Or like chicks and all that stuff that do photography that's been in it, and then left on scene are like, I'm gonna hit you back and this and the third.
Right, I'm gonna let you know.
And like 3 out of the 5 hit me back like and wanted to work with me, so it's just like,
that's dope.
Did I take it? No, I didn't, nigga. Because I'm really like when I'm really like I didn't, because it's just like character. Because I'm not hitting you up one time. It's 2 or 3 times. I'm really.
Hey, that's crazy. Because I was telling one of my boys that the other day that I had brought on here. I was telling him like, because he's creative and all that stuff, and I was telling him like, you need to hop on with me. You need to be one of my hosts. I got my big bro on here, that's helping me out, and I need you to, And so he didn't see it in himself, but I'm like, nigga, I see it on you. You tried to do it, you didn't have that support. You and your girl did X, Y, and Z, you feel me? And y'all ended up stopping. And I told him, I said, I'm going to bang your line. I'm going to call you every day like, hey, you ready to come on here? You ready to do this? You ready to do that? So I understand that.
You know what it really come down to? That you got to understand and that I had to understand, bro. It's like, when you doing stuff like that, it's your vision. It's not theirs.
It's not and you know what? I came to terms with that.
Yeah, they're not going to have the same drive. So you can push somebody and be like, oh, you can meet somebody and be like, oh, I want to do podcasts. Or I want to do videos and stuff like that, interviewing people. Initially, your trigger going to go off like, oh, bro, I do that, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, that, and the third. You feel me? But the vision you have for it is going to be way different.
Most definitely. Most definitely, because I have a team, and so I've low-key been, doing everything by myself and all of that stuff. And I don't mind it. Like I told them before we even got this far, I'm like, if I got to do it by myself, I will. This is my dream, not yours. You feel me? So if you ain't with it. But a couple people had hit me up and was like, hey, I see what you're doing and I like what you're doing and I want to be a part of that, And so he was one of them people. But this was a while ago when I was doing... my fault. When I was doing my Instagram funny shit, when I was doing the skits and I was doing all that, he hit me up a while ago and wanted to work, but he was, working. He got 4 kids. He doing his thing. So he like, I got to find time. And so now, I feel like it's a great time to actually, help him, realize like this opportunity only going to come once in a lifetime, because sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we so stuck in our world and paying bills and this and that.
That's a fact, because it's like, it's hard to decipher the two. It's like you got people that's gonna see you working, and they're gonna jump on because they see you doing something positive, and it's just like, all right, cool. Like I rock with that. This is something. then you're gonna see people that's just gonna be stagnant. Who like, oh, he got it going, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get up. Like I'm gonna just grab on his coattail because he got it going on.
Right.
But in reality, when you feel it, like just like you felt with your boy, like man, I got you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Certain people you're not gonna get that feeling with, but sometimes you still gonna look past that and be like, I gotta help him out because I was in that same situation. And some people only in that situation because they don't want to help themselves.
For real, bro. Because I was really in that situation for a year and a half, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard, being blinded by everything we got going on in life and all of that, not really realizing bills is always going to be there. You're always going to have kids. You always going to have your 4 kids to take care of, or however many you kids you have. You're going to have them to take care of, whoop-de-whoop. So what time are you going to have to really sit there and go for what you know? You know what I'm saying? Right. It's either go here and be content or reach for the stars. And so that's what I try to get people to realize is that we have more potential than what we think. We're sitting here thinking that we have to do this and we have to do that right now. But it's like, why not reach for what we got? Or what I really want to do. Who's to tell me I can't get there? And so
that's factual.
A question I wanted to ask you was, because I know with this pandemic and stuff going on, like a lot of people at this point in time, it's like either the pandemic is gonna make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? And so, what do you feel like it did for you?
To be honest, bro, like with this stuff happening, you sit back and you seen it was a lot of people take advantage of this. Mm-hmm. Y'all already know what I mean by take advantage. There's a lot of people they struck while the iron was hot. It was like They like I see an opportunity and people was just like, oh, they got all these people like they doing this. If I had them coins, I would have just. First of all, you don't. So if you don't have it, don't speak on what you would have did. Like that's my thing is just like, bro, like it's whatever. Like if people want to buy this and do all that other stuff, it's whatever.
That's what they want to do.
You see they got the coins, so you gonna address that. So when I came up into the game, I was just like, bro, to be honest, like y'all got this going on, bro. Like, hey. Your birthday coming up, bro. I know you want to look. Ooh, I got you, man. I'll pay whatever. Take advantage of that. So if I see you buying all this, be like, man, look, I want you to do this, that, and the third, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or I got a shirt for you, this, that, and the third. Like, you take advantage of it. You don't. So when this happened, I sat back and I was just like, if anything, this was a time where a lot of people I knew started getting their coins up. Right. Finessing the system, doing everything, whatever it was, like you take advantage of all that stuff. Like you soak it in. I'm not hating on nobody, no nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. You paying this for this, like you gonna pay an extra, you know what I'm saying? This for my shit. Oh yeah, man, I need a shirt, bro. Like this and the third. Or my chick need a photo shoot, whatever. Like she trying to do this and the third because people wanted, they taking advantage of that. So if you sit back and be like, and you just watching them like, oh, they only going out of state because they got this and the third. Oh, these people gonna do, man. Shut up, bro.
Right, stop talking about
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You didn't. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the in the beginning. I was one of them people because I'd be like, I would start a business. I would do this and I would do that, but you didn't have it in the beginning to start with. So now, since you don't have it, what are you gonna do next?
Yeah, it's like,
what is your next move?
You didn't. So, and it's the only people that's speaking up on that is the people that actually tried to get the money and all that stuff. Or whatever the case may be, or trying to finesse it. It didn't work out. Now they want to speak up for the next person. Like,
right.
Oh, well, now since they up, they can't even reply. Like, first of all, they wasn't replying before that. Now all of a sudden,
we want to be boys before we got this. So
exactly, bro.
Now you trying to pull up. You just mad because
and me, I was just like, I was one of them people where I was just like, dang, I was like on the, you know what I'm saying? On the
and that's what that's what I'm saying. Like people like us that had to really get it out the mud. You feel me? Because we got people that's gotten 20 bands in 3 months or 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And we still getting it out the mud.
But you got to think about it though. The people that did that, they already been doing their own little thing.
And that's what I'm saying though. Oh, so you saying what you're saying is they already had some plans.
I'm telling you,
and all that.
Everybody that really, I'm telling you, like, kid you not, bro, like. Everybody that we done seen, like, you feel me, that's been silently, like, hustling, doing their thing or whatever. They already they just was doing their thing on it. You didn't pay attention to it.
You didn't see it.
So
right.
I hang with with people from all, man, I didn't seen it. So it's just like, They've been chilling all this time. It's like you see opportunity. That's what it is. When you coming up, you see opportunity, you take it. However your opportunity it is what it is.
It is
bro.
what it is. No, that's how we was raised. If you
Yeah.
see the opportunity, if it comes, then we ain't.
Yeah, whether it's good, like however you take it, like what you feel you might not do, the next person might do. So that's why I don't judge nobody, because you don't know nobody upbringing. It's just like, nigga, I might be in a situation where the system been finessing me all this time, so I got a chance to do it. I'm gonna take.
And that's crazy, because that's something I had to realize. Like, even if you see somebody in a Hellcat or a demon, that he might be almost losing that demon the next day after you see him, or you don't know what that person is going through. You know, he may be running low on money. He probably going broke paying for that car, or you know, he probably really is up. You don't know unless you go and you talk to that person, or you have a real conversation with that person. So we got to stop thinking, you know, oh, he living like this because he got this car. Or he over there got bread because he got these chains.
But that's what social media is for, bro. You can create this image and all that.
That's crazy.
We can talk about this all day, but
on the next question I'm gonna ask you is, who, if you had a starting five, like you said, we hoop. So if you're starting five, and we talking about motivation wise, what's your five people that motivates you?
The 5 people that I feel like I put a change on my life.
Yeah.
So 5 people that I feel like put the biggest impact on my life would be, number 1, it'd be my pops for sure, because my pops, like, he altered everything. Like, he feel me, like, you know what I mean. He showed me the streets. He showed me the street way of doing stuff and this, that, and the third. Then he also showed me the work side. Right. So it was just like, you can pick and choose. You feel me? Like, you can pick and choose, like, what side you want to be on. Like, I'm going to support you, but I'm not going to let you be stupid in a sense. Like, so.
Most definitely. So, I agree with that.
So he for sure would be number 1. Number 2 would happen to be, and it's not even in order. So this is just like my dad. My dad would be number 1, but the rest of these just gonna be.
It's just gonna be off the rip.
And starting 5 would be role models. It would have to be Coach Tiny. Coach Tiny would have to be another person. This is the reason why I would pick Coach Tiny, right? So Coach Tiny is a coach like in the city, you feel me, like LA or whatever. And Coach Tiny has been a whole lot of places and all that. Right. The reason I picked him to be in my starting 5 as role models, because I literally I was working at UPS. Bro. And then I had to do community service, right? I had to do community service. So I'm like, dang, this is back then when you were actually able to pick certain places. You was like, I'm gonna do my community service here.
Over here, and right.
You had somebody sign up on it. So I went up to the park or whatever. Dino was just like, yeah, man, whoop, whoop. Like, we having a team. Whatnot, like, I want you to be on the team. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm like, you feel me? But I told him,
how old were you? I'm sorry to cut you off. How old were you?
I think I was like 17.
Yeah.
Because the cutoff was like 18 for that league.
Okay.
But I knew my birthday was like up and coming. You feel me? So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just do it. Like, so. Okay, right. So Dino was just like, look, I proposed to him. I'm like, hey, I got to do community service, so whatever you got to do for me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be up here all the time, but just let me know. He was like, look, I got this league I'm starting out for your age group, because I was the team above y'all.
Right, yeah. That's why I brought it up. Yeah,
so
that's
I'm like, all right, cool. I'll do it. He was like, we ain't had no team for this age. Bring some people in. And I'm like, it's the people that's going to be up here.
Right.
So I did it. Like, I did the community service or whatever. And he was like, for the community service, he's like, yeah, just you play on this team and you stick around, like, you do what you got to do, like, you feel me, like, you good. So right. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm clean. I would be around the park, like doing what I had to do, and then I have a game later on that day. I'm like, all right, cool.
On everything.
So, I would never forget the first time I ever met this dude. Like, we played against his team. Now, Tiny is always that dude where he had younger dudes that can go, and he would put them a grade.
Definitely.
And he would put them because he want them to be. He was like, he was like, if you 15, I'm not gonna have you playing with 15-year-old.
He gonna have you playing with the 20-year-old.
He's gonna have you elevate.
So most definitely.
he looking at me, and me at that time, I was in the best. After leaving high school, I was like in the best shape of my life. So,
and you were still kind of tall, wasn't you?
I'm like, bro, I'm dragging, but I'm like, I'm having fun, but it's just like, all right, cool.
Right.
You know, nigga, that's when niggas really have athleticism. We dunking all that stuff. Mid game,
putting everything into it.
Bro. In the middle of the game, bro, Tiny's like, hey man, hey, who is you? I need to find out who you is, bro. This, that, and the third. Like, nah, this ain't right. Woo woo. After the game, I ignored him on purpose because I'm like, bro, I'm just having fun.
You know me.
He literally grabbed me to the side and was like, look, I'm having workouts these days. He's like, just come one day. He was like, if you don't like it, you don't like it, but I see something in you. So I used to go, workouts was like 2 hours. I used to go the last hour because I knew for a fact they was like doing competitive hooping and all that. I wasn't doing drills and all that stuff. I'm like, nah.
Right.
Bro, he watched me for a month doing that. He switched the routine up there, hoop and do competitive workouts in the beginning, the last hour.
I remember
conditioning.
That. Yeah.
So I did that and I'm like, walked up in there, I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, yeah, man, we about to do the jump ropes and this, that, and the third. I'm like, but when he worked out with me, literally, when I worked out with him for like 2-3 months, he's like, I'm getting you into college. I'm like, bro, I ain't really thinking about college shoots.
Right.
He really was like, nah,
you got it.
He said, look, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna drop you off. That's how I got into college. I was not thinking. Crazy. So, and he was like a church going fella. He was like, I'll be seeing you in the church and this. I'm like, he really watching me.
Right.
But the stuff he was telling me during the workouts, he was telling me like you can apply it to life, and I'm just like, so he for sure gonna be top 5.
You know, I'm sorry, I don't even want you to go in your what's that number 2, right? I don't even want you to go in your third person without even me saying this. I honestly regret not playing with Tiny because of that reason. Like once I got older and I was working out with him and all that shit, out of shape. That's when I, realized, okay, cool.
But you don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect going in, so it's just like you only feel bad because when you see somebody, you probably had it probably was best that you didn't work on. Didn't work on it. It'd be different stuff so we can't look.
Because back when I was younger, shit, coaches was telling me, hey, you're gonna start over here. You're not gonna start with Tiny. I'm telling you that now. You're not gonna start with Tiny. You're gonna start over here though.
Yeah, because
I would be like, well, shit, because I was, grabbing boards. I knew how to dribble. Basketball was natural to me, so I knew how to dribble. I knew how to, do certain shit. And so I'm like, shit. I'm giving these niggas a hard time. Even beating us, and Tiny ain't gonna start me. Shit. Well, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, but. I'm not gonna lie. I regret not working out with Tiny as a young bull because of that reason. I don't feel like I'm 5'11" and a half, so I'm not gonna say I couldn't have took it further, but I feel like I would have took it more serious if I would have worked out with Tiny.
Sometimes your best thing is, bro, like not being put in the game. So
right, because I wouldn't be here.
It's the stuff you learn.
Most definitely.
So people be like, oh. Like, we look at people like, oh, why they go to this university when they could have went over here?
Right.
It's the wisdom you get with it. Sometimes a lot of stuff is on your resume, bro. Like, your resume will look clean. Like, oh, you didn't work over here. You was on the team with this team that won the chip. Even though you didn't get to play in the games, bro, the stuff you learn along the way is the reason why they champions.
Most definitely. And I definitely agree with that.
So it's like, how serious are you going to take it? And then... With that being said, so that's my dad. You got Tiny, bro. Third, I would have to put like. Third would definitely have to be like my mom. Like if it's a co-ed team, bro, it would definitely have to be my starting 5 or 1 was my mom.
Yeah.
Sacrificing so much because I actually got to grow up with both parents, bro, until I was like 20.
That's dope.
21. So, just my mom sacrificing and all that stuff, and it's one thing I will really remember. My mom had my back like since day one. My dad too, but my mom, I would never forget when I told her I was about to leave my job that I was working at the Poppin.
She probably grabbed the nigga ear. Like, boy, you better get your dumb ass.
I swear to you, cause my granny didn't work there. My mom didn't work there. My mom
your granny didn't work there.
No.
Oh, you said she didn't work there.
No, so my granny already did her years, bro. She was retired and all that stuff.
Oh, so she worked there before.
And then my mom came up.
Oh, damn.
So then my auntie, my sister.
That's crazy.
Everybody done worked in there, you feel me? So when I told her that, she was like, I remember proposing. It was just like, man, you know what? This ain't really cutting off for me. This and the third. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and just try to look into photography. This and the third. She was like, oh, what? When you get off? Are you gonna when you get off work? You gonna try to?
That's how moms be.
Yeah. She's like, so she looking at me like, you about to give up. You know how they get, because they letting you see the other side, like, you giving up the benefits, all this stuff. So but they trying to support you at the same time, so they don't try to force fear.
They don't want to bash you, but they want to.
Yeah, they don't want to force fear in you, but it's just like, so just,
that's funny.
I just want you to know what you're giving up, like the benefits and all this stuff, so you're going to get into this. Like, I'm with you, but you can't do both?
You can.
I was just looking. I was already checked out. I'm like,
no, you can't do both. No,
I can't. I can't do both.
Are you sure? I wanna.
She definitely. She would be 3. I know I'm gonna miss somebody. Bro. She gonna be number 3. Number 4 would be my pastor, bro. My pastor is just a whole nother breed because he taught me how to be like a man at the end of the day. Like, my dad showed me the streets.
We in the trap right now. We in the back house, so don't mind the flies and the sweat.
It's the real life trap.
Everything. It's real life.
So it would be my pastor, bro. Like, he taught me. And I came to that church when I was like, because my other church had.
The one on what is
in the hood.
80?
Yeah, it's in the hood. Yeah, it's 87.
87?
Yeah, in the hood.
That's crazy.
So and like, I'm like, bro, when I went to church, I'm like, we really like in a whole nother hood. Like, and I'm here. But talking to him, it was just like, bro, like, I'm from the same, like, whatever you telling me and all that stuff, like, I done did
been
that.
Through it. I didn't,
so right. I'm hanging out with people that's from the neighborhood. They like, oh, he's like, yeah. And they're like, you go to that. Man, he used to be with it back in the day and this. So it drew me like in closer, and he was just like, I'm gonna tell you, like, it's like, your past and all that stuff is your past, bro. Like, you gotta be a man, and at the end of the day, you gotta hold your own. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm right here, dead smack in the hood. He's like, it's not gonna stop me from saving lives, this and the third. And I'm just like, so I'm looking at that, I'm just like, bruh, this dude.
Nah,
like,
that's real.
On
that ain't
gonna, ball game, and it like, I swear,
and
that's bro,
and that comes with seeing something in somebody else, you know, that they don't see. You know, just because I'm over here, just because I'm a pastor, don't mean I'm not gonna try to help you. You may be tough, you may be rough, you may be all this, but I guarantee you, if I take the mud off your heart, or if I take the, right. Oh God,
that's serious, bro. Cause he for sure, like, he showed me the way, and these are all the people that I really was just like. And the way you like get drawn into people is just like, you can't shake it. So,
when somebody when that force pull you, it ain't even got to be you. But when you just get drawn into somebody, it's like, you know, in the cartoons when the food smell good and they start floating and shit because it's going to. That's literally how it is though. You see that shit and you be like, damn, I see so much in you. And you going this way.
You gotta be willing to accept it though. So let me finish that 5 because I feel like we dragging this out, people. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
5 would be Dino for sure. Dino is like another dude that's in the city that's making noise and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Just seeing the fact that he does a lot of work that you wouldn't even see. So I always was like, my college coach told me that, no, Tiny too. So
right,
they teach you like how serious and how dedicated you'll be without getting the credit for it. Are you willing to still put 100% effort when you're in the gym by yourself versus when
damn, that's crazy. I never seen it that way.
Yeah.
I never said, because Tiny is a coach. If it's one person in the gym, he gonna work out.
He don't care. And my college coach is the same way. It's like, you gonna have a scout up in. If I tell you it's a scout up in here, you gonna try your hardest to play. But if I don't tell you something, then you try to alter your game and all that. You're not serious about it.
Yeah.
So Dino was one of the dudes that don't get the credit for what he did. You wouldn't even know he did it. He'd do something for you, like he didn't do favors for family that he would never speak
that he would never, and that's he's definitely in my top 5.
And that's how I would cater to my business, bro. Like, that's how I am. That's how I move, and that's how I'll forever move, bro.
So what's one of the biggest problems you faced doing photography?
Doing photography, the biggest problem I face, bro, no lie, is like, as far as pricing and And the hardest thing is me looking out for people and them giving me the hardest time. The
like
people that's gonna pay the full price
yeah.
will never give you the hardest time, bro. Like you
Because
can
they
call me
willing
and be
to
like,
pay that, yeah.
Mac, how much you charge for this? All right, $250. All right, I got you. Lock me in for this date. Soon as I tell somebody and they be like, oh, Mac, like, my boy, what's happening?
My man, hey, where you been?
This one I know is bad. When a nigga hit me up and be like, I just want you to come to this event, bro, just take a couple pictures, this and third. You ain't even giving me no hour time. Like, you just take a few pictures, just me and my chick, or just me and the fam, just take a couple pictures. How much you just gonna charge me for a couple pictures? Just come a couple pictures, bro. I'll charge you like 75. Bro. Niggas look at you like
you get there
75. Like I don't need that many. Just as long as you get there, I guarantee you, bro. You gonna do personal photo shoots for everybody. It's been times where I won't even click the button. I'll just be like, yeah, you good. I got that. Like because it's like I'm trying to get up out of there. Like, hey, and then you got they family members like. Can you
come get us?
Me and my nephews. I don't got no pictures of me and my nephews. You ain't gonna get this one. I only got paid $75. You ain't gonna.
My time up.
Yeah. Time been up 45 minutes ago. But you know the character of people and how they respect your work. People that respect your work ain't gonna care about the price. They ain't gonna ask you for.
Yeah, they gonna. That's because they know already how the
business works,
labor and all that shit. Because it's more than just me sitting here clicking a button. I have to. Pay for this equipment. I have to go and do this. I have to drive over here. I got to do all that. So the labor is already a lot.
Right.
And so people that's willing to pay that $250 already know.
Right.
They already, most definitely.
Oh, that's a fact. That's dead facts, bro.
So what's one thing that pushes you to keep going?
One thing that pushes me to keep going, bro, would have to be the messages I get on a regular, bro, on how I'm motivating people that I don't even know or think about that I'm motivating. So what pushes me to keep going is just the fact that I done been in the places where, you know what I'm saying, like sleeping on couches and the floors and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, living with family members, they already got enough people, but you just, you know you're a burden, but you can't do nothing about it.
No, most definitely.
So when you get to that point, bro, and you telling yourself like, I don't want to get back there. What are you doing right now for you to, like, you know what I'm saying, to elevate? But the people, it seem like as soon as I'm down or whatever, I'm feeling some type of way, I randomly get a message or something, or somebody to tell me I can go out to an event and be like, bro, like, I'm watching, just today, my homie's just like, bro, like, I want you to shout out to Baylorism, my boy Baylor, bro. He got his line going up and podcast too.
Shout out.
So he put up on me today, bro, like facts. He put up on me today and just was like, I want to drop you off some shirts. So I'm like, all right, cool. He dropped me off the shirt, bro. Like he had his clothing thing on it, like he does. He put the photography picture that I just created a couple days ago. He put that on there. You feel me? Put my name on the sleeve. Then he gave me another shirt. He said, bro, I've been watching you. He said, I ain't been commenting on a lot of stuff, but I'm letting you know, I didn't see you when you was like, you know what I'm saying? We've been knowing me since I was younger. So he like, watching you now, he's like, bro, you really, like, and stuff like that, you take for granted because you don't soak in because you know, like, you like, all right, I'm doing this, that, but when people acknowledge you and tell you that you ain't even got to act, like, I ain't had to ask you, like, oh, how my work is, like, how do you feel about it? People just reach out and randomly, like all right, bro, like.
Nah, most definitely. That means it actually mean a lot.
That's a whole nother feeling, bro. Like it's a whole nother feeling, bro. I can't even explain it.
Because like, you don't see them people, bro. I've been working for the park. I was working for the park for 12 to 13 years, and all them kids up there, bro. They be. I worked for Washington and Ted Watkins, and I would go certain places, and them kids would be like, "Oh shit, it's and I'd be like, "Damn, you really remember who and I don't be remembering them." And so for you to be a big impact on their life, because everything I used to do with the kids when it came to kids was positive. And so they would look at me and be like, oh, you can't shoot no more, you can't hoop no more, whoop-de-whoop. You used to have a jumper, whoop-de-whoop. And then it'd be like, damn.
Bro. Like,
it's that connection.
It's deeper than that,
and bro. Like I don't know if you remember, but when I used to when I had sent you that long ass message,
I wish really stay like nigga, stuff like I just told you what I remember. Like when people telling me all that stuff, I remember that long message, bro.
Right? That's but I'm saying it from my perspective though, not even from your perspective. I don't give a fuck about your perspective.
I remember that, and but, you gotta care about my perspective. Nigga.
But I was just messing around. But no, from my perspective, it's like on the person that's actually watching that type of stuff, it's right, like, damn, right. Like I keep telling you, you're a humble dude. You don't sit here and you don't flaunt, and that's why you draw so many people towards you because you're not trying to fit in. You're just doing your own thing. You're just going with the flow, and you don't know how much of an impact you're making until somebody sit there and hit you up and be like, hey, you played a big part in my life, bro.
And it just comes from when you natural, bro, and you saying that and stuff like that, like. Every idea you proposed to me, bro, I was the first person to come.
Swear.
I wouldn't even see you. I wouldn't even see you. I'll send you a message like, we'll talk more in person. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna be that. I don't want to be that supporter from a distance, nigga. I'm gonna be hands on. Like if I'm free, I'm gonna be free this day.
We're gonna write this down. We're gonna do this. X, Y, X.
Because I have a conversation on the phone. I can be out and about. Like, I'm gonna have a conversation on the phone, but I'm gonna strike within like 3 days, like bro, like hey, I'm gonna pull up on you this
most
day.
Definitely.
Let's make it happen, cause
and when he
can propose it, we gonna make it happen.
When he say he gonna pull up on everything. So outside of photography, what do you do?
I love to skate. So being at all the skating rinks is shut down and stuff like that, right?
Why you bring that up?
Being that it got shut down, people are finding ways to skate outside now. So me, I got indoor. A lot of people got indoor, but
I seen that.
We be like
that shit look hard. Hey, that look hard.
You know how they be having pop up shops and all that stuff.
That look hard, bro.
Pop up shops for like I'm not even pop up shops. They got pop ups for skating, bro. So you can do that.
That's hard, bro.
So the pop up, they got one on Instagram or whatever, bro, that you follow and they'll post it like within like a week or two. Then every month, Roxy, shout out to Roxy, she was doing her thing, bro, like with certain events and stuff like that, once a month.
You gotta have Roxy tap in, man.
So it's a lot, and she just did something with LA Times. So because it became like one of them things that. So I'm telling you, with this pandemic and everything going on, bro, people are finding ways to make
that shit happen. Yeah, that's crazy.
A lot of people are sitting back like, I understand that stuff slowed up. It really did, but what else are you gonna do to alter it? Like restaurants ain't on
outside. The real.
Like,
because
like, what's up?
It's crazy because I work with 5150 patients. I do intake, and I have to really read these patients why they're 5150 or why they're going through what they're going through. And so reading these charts and all of that stuff, it really have me thinking like, damn, people really just stressing. A lot of people really stress over just this pandemic, And so for him to just say, people are finding ways to keep themselves happy or finding ways to actually just get out the house or finding ways to just do certain things, that's crazy because a lot of
make you or break you.
That's all it is. But then again, it's your connection too, because if you don't know these things, you're not gonna. How do you get them connections?
Information.
Shit, Dabacchouse.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, if you're serious about something, ain't no information gonna come to you.
Yeah, no, it's not just gonna walk to your front door and knock on your front door. Most definitely,
ain't no connection gonna come with you. So it's just like, if you serious about knowing something, you gonna look into it. So. Just as well as we find out somebody got killed, this and the third, you're going to go to social media or you're going to look it up and like, is it really true?
Right.
Same
most
thing
definitely.
With business, like how serious you trying to be? Like whatever business
that's real.
You're going to look into.
Damn, how serious you are. Y'all need to take notes. That's on the real.
Like, that's
so, okay, with that being said, so how are you using your profession to give back to the community?
See, with the community, like me growing up, bro, I noticed a lot of people got this persona of models looking a certain way. Mm-hmm. So, me, I've been doing this. It's almost my 2 years is about to come up. I've been doing this for a while.
Right.
As soon as I go back and I ask people, like, man, like, have you ever, like, what I'm saying, did a photo shoot, this and the third? And it's just like, no, I have not. Like, I'm not no model, this and the third. What is a model to you? What does that mean? What does it mean? You feel
right.
me? Because I didn't see myself as a model. I was one yesterday. So I'm like, I didn't see it. I didn't see myself being. But it's just the fact of supporting them. And then when you do it and the content is right, it's cool. So me, I use my camera to tell a story with everything. It be times where I don't get paid, I'll just show up. If it's people giving back, pop-up shops, and this, that, and the third, it's just like people need content. So it's just like you can go to somebody's social media page.
Especially in these times now.
Bro, how many times you went to somebody's page that's selling something? They got these pictures that be looking regular as ever. Like, not even like detail. It's just like some regular
Some
pictures.
regular ass shit they took on that.
Yeah, but it just, and I would tell people, I'm like, I would follow them. I'd be like, look, I'm not even just trying to boost myself, but I'm like, I can have your pictures looking A1. I got you.
Yeah.
Like, don't even.
No, you gotta boost yourself though, because that's the work you put in.
But when you're in the community, some people just, they don't have that person to be like, they don't know too many photographers. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Or they ain't trying to pay that price. Once
that price, yeah.
Me, a lot of times where I feel like it's my problem, but at the same time I'm helping, I can talk to somebody and I can know off the top of how much I'm gonna charge them.
But you know what? As a community, we gotta really understand that when it comes to certain work, as far as like photography or somebody doing something for you, it's a lot. When it comes to it's a lot more than just coming and doing that job.
A lot of people they not used to seeing too many.
No, and that's and you know what? I really understand that.
But
now.
then again. You got a lot of people that's gonna say they in the field and doing that stuff, and then they work ain't translating.
Ain't translate what they. Nah, most definitely.
How many photographers you run into, you see they work, and you be like, "Did he take this off his phone?" Right.
No, most definitely. And so, but in that comes with what I'm saying. Like, you know, a lot of people don't understand. Like people like you that's willing to spend, or people like me that's willing to spend all this money on some shit they believe in. Versus somebody that's really just, you know, just doing it just to do it on their phone and is charging $25, $30 for a shoot. When you got you that's spending $1,400 on the camera, and when your lens break, who's gonna have, you know, who are you gonna have to help you pay for that lens?
And the cool thing about it, I really wish my camera was $1,400. We're spending like $2,500, bro. So it's like. You paying for the work just like your equipment and all that stuff you did. Yeah. But you gotta tap in, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I think black first. When I'm doing business, I think black first. So the person that I actually go to, she shows me how to like me, I'm hands on. So I took some shirts to her, she done made them. But me, if I'm going over there, I wanna see how it's made, and then I'm gonna do some shirts myself just so I can be like, right. How do I do that? But it seems delirious on Instagram, bro. That's my dog, bro. Shayla, she's dope. She dope. She's sewing all that stuff, but I'm telling you, everything I do is like people doing it hands on. It's like me. You my dog. I'm hanging with you in this, that, and the third. It's just like, why would I take my shirts over here to get done when I can just go ahead and just. I'm gonna be over here chilling.
Chilling with you. We gonna talk. We gonna.
And we can knock this out in like an hour. And I can just. You're not gonna charge me as much, and I can put the money directly in your pockets.
And no, most definitely,
and promote you.
And I feel like, and I feel like that be people's biggest downfall. They always have, and I always say that people always have hidden motives when it comes to certain shit. Whether it's not paying you, or whether it's paying you less, or whether it's trying to just gain something off of you in the long run. You know, people always have hidden motives, and so when it's genuine and you really just sitting here and I'm not charging you or you not charging me for this, and it's genuine, like I really want to see you win. I really want to see you do better.
Sometimes it can be a favor for a favor.
You feel me? On everything. And you don't get a lot of people that's like that out here. So to have somebody sitting here that's really just like, hey, we just chilling, we just talking, you know, you ain't got to worry about nothing, you know, right. I bring my own shit, you know, we collabing, you know, we really making this work. It feels good, you know, and so my thing is, I know a lot of people out there are looking for that. Don't look for it. Let it come to you, because when it comes to you, it's more genuine, you know?
And don't become desperate, bro. When you become desperate, bro, I'm telling you, when you become desperate,
you're going to lose.
You're going to settle for anything, you feel me?
Most definitely.
So when you're desperate, you're going to settle. Everything sound like a good idea, you feel me?
Yeah.
When you're desperate. Then when you're happy, don't make no promises. So but see, when it's lovely.
But when you got people that support, like, just like when I had posted my first little video, I didn't think I was gonna get that many. I got 250 views on it, like, and so I was just like, as I'm seeing it go, I'm telling you, And everybody do tell me, like, don't keep looking. But it's hard, you feel me, watching that motherfucker go up. You feel me? And so, I mean, 250 is a lot for me, only because I didn't expect to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was just like, damn. And you know what's crazy? I had asked myself, why do we get excited when we see stuff like that? Why do we get excited when we see them numbers? Like,
because for some people, I feel like that's confirmation. Like some people need to see that. So just as well as if you would have looked at it and you only would have got like 3 views, then you would have felt some type of way about your work.
right.
So that's what social media is. You want to know what's going on, you feel me, with other people. Yeah. So you want to know what's going on with other people.
Right.
So it's just like you checking to see. That's why some people, you can be whoever you want to be on social media. So there'll be times when you just down and out and you put up a post about something else and people like, oh yeah, man, you got it going on. You like, nah, I really don't. But you feel me? So that's what it's just, and I feel like we shouldn't get to that point to where we looking for, you know what I'm saying?
Confirmation and
exactly,
all that.
bro. Yeah, because it easily can be shifted.
Right.
Like I will never forget, bro. I swear to you, I posted my favorite pic. I was waiting to post. I'm like, oh, this heat. I couldn't wait.
Like one of the school
prime time to post this one.
Like when you go into middle school and you get a whole bunch of new clothes and you lay your clothes out of them. Can't wait till tomorrow.
And I'm gonna put it just in them terms. I waited to post. I posted it. It was heat. Went to sleep on it. Like knocked. I woke up. Nothing. I didn't really get the attention I thought I was gonna have. Like, right. Did they see it?
That's my plagiarism.
Yeah, did I double post this or what? Like, what's going on? Like, why my life is it ain't hitting right now. What's happening? And then when I seen that was my favorite. But it altered the way I felt about that. And then as I sat back and I thought about it, and I deleted it. And then I thought about it, like, bro, if it's heat or not, like if it's something you like and you really feel some type of way about it, like and you really like backing it, like man, this is it.
Right.
It's yours. So I'm like, why did I even let that get to me? Then after that, bro, I was just like, you know what? I post what I post and you can rock with it or not, cause I like it. Like you feel
right,
me?
I like it. That's all that really matters. Yeah.
So and I was just like the fact that I was like, I can't let that get to me because then we're gonna have a long journey if I just start letting like likes
and views and all.
My own work.
And you know, the reason why I asked that was because when I posted my little video on YouTube, I got like 5 extra subscribers. I got 25 subscribers, and so I was looking at it and I got excited. I'm like, damn, I got 5 new subscribers. Like that's kind of big for me because getting subscribers and views on YouTube is kind of hard, you know, unless you really somebody and you really got content out there and all of that, you know. And so when I seen that, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. But then I started driving and really thinking, like, what did you think was gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you expect that to happen, you shouldn't, you know, like, because this is what we working for, shit like that. So I mean, motivation, of course, you feel me? When you see it, get motivated, of course. But I feel like what we doing is like I said, nothing is impossible. And so whenever you have a dream and you have expectations and all that shit, when you see that type of stuff, it's like, this is why I do this. This is why I love doing this. Facts. You feel me? So it shouldn't be a surprise that it's going up. Nigga, you great. You good at what you do. So shit, my shit go up, bet. Yeah, let's just keep going.
And then you got to get to the point where you just like, when you do see that, you grateful for it, but then you looking like you gotta have some type of confidence in it. Like, like next time I'm gonna get 10 for sure. Like,
everything. What can I do to get 10?
You gotta be like that because once you become satisfied, you become stagnant. So once you could have took that 5 and you be like, oh yeah, I'm Gucci. Like I'm straight. Like I only want to reach 30 anyway. Like I was just trying to reach 30. So I'm you know what I'm saying? Like you can get comfortable. Once you get comfortable, bro, and you feel like you ain't gotta work as hard, you become regular. And when you become regular, bro, it's just like, that's when you like, I'm going to do it in a couple days.
And you know what? It's crazy that you say that because when I was doing my Woozy stuff, you know, I was booming we was booming when we first started. You feel what I'm saying? And so
That's woozy
like you
juice, the
said.
jungle juice that we.
Yes, sir. Woozy juice. Tap in. Let's get this shit going. We back and we in effect. But when I was doing that, I started seeing numbers go up and all that shit within a couple weeks, and I'm just like, okay, bet. And I kept doing the same thing. I was content with what I had. I was content with the numbers. You feel me? I'm like, cool. I expect to do this, but I'm here. Bet. So I was doing the same old shit, same old shit, same old shit. And so by the time I brought the Jello shots, my shit was already, you feel me, on the decline because I got so used to, being mediocre with
when
shit.
when you get used to it, you don't put in as much work. You put in the same amount of work. You just like, you feel me? Like you gonna be regular. Like you, and I tell people all the time, you ain't gotta really try your best to be different. Mm-hmm. You already you, so you different already in this form. So when you trying to be different, sometimes you can try to be different so hard that you don't even know where you're going. Right. Like you trying to be the first to do something and you stuck because the idea is like far fetched. Now you over here like all right, and you stuck when you could have just did the basics and put your own because it's you doing it. You got your own following. It's like it's 1,000. It's in LA alone, it's over like 1,000 photographers. Yeah. So it's just like me. It's just like I want to be the first to catch somebody doing this, that, and the third. Like I don't even think about that. I'm just like I'm taking these pictures. I got my own following. You feel me? So it's just like I'm cool. Like I'm alright.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people get messed up at too, trying to be something so bad and focusing on being somebody else so hard. You're not even thinking about what you have to offer, what you have aside from that person or, like you're different. You have something special. And a lot of people don't realize that. You have something special. You know what I'm saying? And so we get so fixated with being somebody else. It's like we can't even, because we may be 20 times better than that person, but the fact that he did it first, we want to be like him. Like, damn, I want to see what he doing and try to be
right.
Nah, fool, you have your own gift. You might, in a couple years, triple what he doing.
That's why I be telling people, whatever field you in, look at where you trying to go. It's a person that you can look up to and be like, all right. Some people set the bar so low, they're like, well, this person I grew up with. He doing this thing, this, that, and the third, but it's just like where they at is not far from where you can be. Right. I be looking at people that's like went through the trenches and all that. So when I look at their story, I'm like, oh yeah, that's like I'm gonna work towards that because it's just like I know I got a ways before I can get there, but I got something to work on because I'm looking at somebody that's not too far away from me. Once I get to that point, I feel satisfied. I'm cool. This is what I was, you know what I'm saying? But you might get there in a month. Now what you doing after that? It's just like, okay, like it's people that started before us doing all this stuff. And then you can surpass them. Like, all right, but I looked up to you and now it's just like, definitely. So it's just like, come on now.
What you want, grow and elevate. Show everybody it's a different way to do, you feel me, what somebody else is doing. You know? Right. Like he said, before we even started the podcast, he said he knows somebody that's trying to do what I'm doing. Another person would have hated him and been like, he doing what I'm doing. Well, how you doing? You feel me? Like niggas would have got in defense mode because it's like, okay, now it's competition. I don't see it as a competition. I see it as us trying to grow and him actually trying to help me. You feel me? Because before he even came to me, the dude already added me. You feel me, on Instagram, and I didn't know who he was, but I'm like, okay.
Put the bug in his ear. It's like me. How I moved this year was like I'm gonna do way more collabing. So, and I always preach like, bro, you gotta collab more than compete. Like if you're not in like sports and all that stuff, you competing and all that stuff. But everything else is just like you collabing is just like collab with your people, bro. It might be some y'all in the same field and all. I just worked with somebody yesterday. Shout out to her. I just worked with her yesterday. She's another photographer. She got her team and everything. She asked me to be in the photo shoot. I'm just like, all right, cool, I got you. So she was just like, all right, cool. Concept and all that. She was like, bring your camera too, you feel me? So I brought my camera because her whole content was just like, it was super dope. I could have been like, why? Like, I'm working on my own stuff. We both working on the same thing actually. We both trying to put this calendar together this year. So she reached out to me, she gave me a whole look like, all right, Mac, this is what it is. this is the look we going for, this, that, and the third, because I'm putting this calendar together. I hit her up and I was just like, dang, I'm like, I'm working on the same thing, but I'm going to put this day aside and I'm going to just work with you. You feel me?
Work with you, yeah.
And it was just like the vibe and everything alone, like, and everything that came with it was just dope. Like, I'm meeting models and everybody else. And that just came from me just being there. And then, like, it was just dope, bro. So I was just like, you know what? This is why we collab. Like, this is why we should work together, because it's just like, in us, it's just, we all like starting off. You feel me? We ain't got too many places where in the black community where it's just been passed down from generation to generation. A lot of things is just like, you the first person to do this. So you trying to figure it out. Like, people still, you know, people supporting you, but you still trying to, when it's been passed down to you, that mean it already has a system.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, so, it already got its little,
Yeah, so we all just over here trying to figure it out. And then the first, you slip up one time and you already know our people so crazy. That's exactly why I don't deal with black people. Yeah, that's what you be over there. You like,
good thing I'm Mexican.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, our community is really like, we be on each other's head. But when we was there though, no lie, when we was there, it was about like, I want to say 12 models, and you had a videographer, you had a photographer. And not even, like, I have my camera, I'm taking a couple shots, but I'm really, the model in the shots. So, like, you feel me? So,
right.
We there in the Lamert Park. We sitting there, and as we posing and doing stuff, like, we had an all black on, and then we had signs, and my sign said, Black Photographers Matter. And
I think I seen that.
Everybody had different signs.
Right.
It was so many people walking by, just pulling their phone out, taking pictures. I was just like, bro, we already making a silent impact. Like, we was there for her.
Yeah.
We was there for her. Like, you feel me? So we was there for her, and then her whole little content, like, made somebody else's day. So it was so many other people walking by, they just taking pictures. You know, they ain't gonna ask you nothing. They just gonna pull the phone out and just take pictures.
Don't move.
They right on the side of her and everything. She over there trying to move back. They all over there like, my bad. Like, just, like, you know, then you had a couple people like, is it okay if I take? And I'm looking, I'm like, bro, we about to be on everybody's social media today.
Oh yeah.
But it's just, that was the impact we had from just collabing. Like,
but
everybody.
but that's the thing though, when it's genuine and it's no, you feel me, when niggas is just out to work and really grind, that's when I promise you, I was driving the other day and it was a Latino dude. And he had his son like 2 years old. Got his son out there with a flower coming to the cars like this. You feel me? Like, when my point in saying that, bro, is when it's genuine and you feel me, it's real love. It's like you can't beat that. How can you beat genuine and real love?
It's a hustle, man. Like,
on me,
you gon' get it. It was this dude that I used to always see. He used to be at the end of the freeway on Gage. And he used to have a sign that said "Smile Cam," and he used to just, all it said was just smile. Right. That was it. It got to the point to where it was just like, I knew for a fact that I was gonna see him when I got off the freeway. He didn't get paid. He didn't get paid hourly, like none of that stuff. But it's just the fact that I knew I was going to see him. That was his hustle, and he was homeless. So it was just like, dang, bro, like you not getting paid by the hour. Like, you feel me? You don't know how much you gonna make. You don't have no check that's just coming in.
That's just
but
right.
The fact that for so long, like for like years, like so long, I knew for a fact, any given day I get off this freeway, any given time, I know I'm going to see him.
Right.
That was just his passion. It was just like, I'm going to be here. You could have been anywhere. Like, it was. You
could have been anywhere else trying to get some money. He could have went from gas station to gas station, but he was there.
It's just it's a hustle, and it's just like, we take stuff like that for granted, and it's just like, you at this spot more than I'm at work, and I get paid for this. I get paid for this, and I know what my check's gonna look like. Like, so it's just like how determined are you gonna be, bro? Like, are you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have some ups and downs, and it's just like, he can have some days where he out there 8 hours, bro, and just get like $5 the whole time.
Yeah. And he grateful for, but he's gonna be grateful for that $5.
And you can pull up any given time, and he got the same look, the same.
He's gonna be grateful,
bro.
It's crazy. And
something that simple, bro, matters, because you got a sign that say "Just Smile." So in my head, I can be going through whatever I'm going through. I can pull up to that exit to get off to go home, and I can look like, and he can be there just smiling, not even asking for no money. He just had
bro, that's crazy because that was gonna be what I was gonna say next. He can have no intentions on getting no money, no none of that. He just want people to smile. And I'm pretty sure he's content with you just driving by and smiling. You know, and the fact that is so, it's just like uplifting and empowering. It's like, damn, how could I not reach in here and give him 50 cents or whatever the case is? You know, whatever. But this is the Dabacchouse and we out. You feel me? We gonna save the rest for the next for another
for
time.
the next one. Yes,
everything.
It's been real. This is Macshotit. You feel me?
Yes, sir. And this is the Dabacchouse Young Bull.
Follow me on the gram. Love is God. LOVEIIZGOD.
Yes, sir. And if you need a shooter, if you need somebody with
products,
a
whatever,
hit my boy up.
Like, let's get cracking.
Even if it ain't photography, you know, you want to collab, you want to, have another idea. Yeah. Hit my boy up,
Let's run it.
Let's get
busy.
Yes, sir. I don't know why you keep blessing me. Lord, why you keep blessing me. Lord, help me. Lord, why you keep blessing me. Why you keep blessing me. I need you. Lord, why you keep blessing me. 'Cause I need you blessing me. I don't know why you keep blessing me.